Hello and welcome to the PTOC podcast. Today we have with us Dr. Sachin Kale sir, the HOD of Dr. DY Patil, Navi Mumbai. So welcome sir. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, Tanmay. I am Dr. Sachin Kale, Professor Unit Head in DY Patil. Thank you.
What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the word precision in trauma surgery?
So precision trauma surgery is very important. So precision doesn't only involve intra-op, I feel. The precision involves pre-op. So pre-op planning, counseling, studying the fracture pattern, maybe at least doing 10 to 15 times the surgery in the brain first before going, and then coordinating with your staff, assistant, and once everything is there, and then reducing the mistakes and getting the excellent result. That's, I feel, the precision to be there.
Sir, do you think precision begins before the first incision is taken?
As I said, absolutely right. So what I say, like example, every fracture is different, and that's why I love trauma, because every fracture teaches you a lot of things. And in some cases you require a CT, some cases you require MRI, and also most important, which I feel nowadays still lacking, is the counseling. The patient and the relative should be properly counseled, at least half an hour if possible, to know what is his fracture, what is the pattern, what is the rehab, what plates are going to be used, and if the relation is transparent, the longevity of the relation and the fracture union also is excellent.
So nowadays are we too dependent on CT and MRI? What do you think?
So we are not dependent. We should help. We should act them as like a helping tool. Like example, definitely the first X-ray was there. In my recent time, there was no CT MRI available. So this doesn't mean we are abusing it, but CT and MRI definitely, especially in proximal humerus fractures, distal femur fractures, intra-articular fractures, has a big role. MRI sometimes has a very less role, especially occult fractures, or you want to miss something else, the MRI has a role. So I feel they have the role, but they should be used not for all the fractures, the required fractures.
So you have been a mentor and a teacher for a long time. So what is one quality that you see in a resident and you think yes, this guy has the potential?
Most important, I feel, the hard work and passion to the orthopedics. Especially when a resident comes, I have at least 1 hour talk to them when they come to my unit. I explain to them, and roughly in 15 days time, you understood how much passionate he is, how much he wants to work, and so this doesn't mean that all residents are same. As all fingers are not same. Somebody learn by social media, some learn by the diagrams, some learn by the lectures. So I think so that is the way they teach me a lot. I feel rather than me teaching also them, but the students and they teach me a lot.
Yes, and in today's digital world, how important it is to read journals, to read books.
So journal reading is absolutely mandatory, and especially as it is available. In my recent time, it was very, very nightmare to get big journals like a JBGS or other journals, even IGO and all the stuff. But now the journals are available, and I love publishing the paper and want all of the editors, all of the authors to write more papers, because I'm myself an editor of few journals, and really our India should do more and more, because our in India data keeping still much not a proper way as compared to the European and US standards.
So speaking of that, when is the right time for an orthopedic surgeon to start writing literature or books?
So there is no right time. I feel whenever you have a data, at least what as a role, you should know your role. Your role should be either a co-author. Once you know co-author, especially keeping a data keeping is also one role. A co-author is one role. Statistician is one role. And then once you pass this phase, like a first poster, second poster, third poster, and then you become author. You can't become author at one stage. So we should know what case you can take. Always take a help of a mentor who is ready, want to publish it, and taking help of anybody is no problem. If anybody wants any help on the papers, I will happily helping them.
So you have a vast experience in publishing books, in publishing literature. Even today, one book of yours has been available on all platforms. So can you please elaborate on that?
So that on trauma, there is a beginner guide. So this was a very nice concept of Parag sir and Ashok. Last year we started with this beginner guide. We had three books: intratrochanteric fracture, distal and radius, and the fracture of the proximal humerus. And that got a very good response, because I want this beginner should know a small monogram book of Indian authors and Indian scenarios, where they know the classification, the approaches, and how to approach, and most important, decision making. And this year we had a proximal TBI fractures, and really the great help by the other editors, Harshad sir, Mahendra Chandak sir, Swapnil Kotadia, Ashok, and Parag sir's inputs.
So how important is it to copyright the data?
Copyright the data, like see, predominantly if you're doing a good technique. So problem of that's what I'm telling, because I'm seeing I'm there more than 20 years here. So people do such a nice technique, and nobody does it. And the other fellow, or maybe I should not use it, but the other out of the India, they do small things and they publish it so nicely and techniques. Like I have my 3 4 techniques which are really good, like cantilever technique or distal femur interlocking technique and 3 stitch technique. So you should copyright because it is your own thinking, your own vision. And I really thank Sanjay Dhar for that, for giving me that. You require a mentor for that, and Sanjay Dhar is a very good mentor for me for that.
So, publishing papers or, for example, co-authoring a book, it seems a distant idea for so many young orthopedic surgeons because they are not aware of how to go about things. So, can you just give a brief idea
Same
about it?
was for me for those 4 5 years back, and then after 3 4 years, there's somebody again to push you. So again, sometimes what is the main hurdle? There are 2 main hurdles I feel. One is the self belief. कि अरे मैं कर पाऊंगा कि नहीं, and alone you can't do, definitely it is always a teamwork. And if some senior guide like a Parag sir is there, for Sanjay Dhar is there, Prakash Samant, lot of people for me. I'm lucky to have quite a good mentors around, and like I have a good team. Like you are also in one of my teams now, and really they helps because teamwork really helps. And once you know कि your data is good, you are able to do it in proper way. So writing becomes more easier. And if you have statistics backup, nothing like that.
So, what is your biggest fear in life?
Biggest fear of a trauma surgery, I feel the PFN breaking, especially if I had a one nightmare case, like what you said, like the biggest fear was like I put a PFN in a reverse oblique. Actually, that's the so that case taught me a lot of things. That case was VVVIP, known to the politician, known to the intensivist. So we took only one X-ray. So super confident. As you say, once you go up, it's very nice to come down, and then you have to go up and down to learn more and more. And that case taught me around when I was completely down. So when we put a PFN, then we interop, we understood it is a lateral wall with a reverse. And then definitely we put the PFN because we told the patient, and then that failed. So DHS was that time a rescue implant. We were able to do it, but that case taught a lot of things. So we should keep all the things in your OT, especially when you're doing intertrochanteric fracture. You should have a plate, lateral wall plate, and other things also. And again, counseling and tell the patients ki pros and cons everything. So that is much better.
So, one advice that you would like to give to your younger self, like 20 years back.
I could have been more dynamic, less shy, more innovative. I feel which I that time there were like we were so much occupied in our own circle. So it has its pros and cons, as I said. So maybe tomorrow we have like one more debate, like 48 hours is good enough for the residents or 48 hours is good. I feel still, if I feel, I will be little diplomatic in this. And because if you work for 3 continuous days, you are not going to give quality for that. And आजकल तो वकील लोग सब बैठे हैं तुम्हारे mistakes find करने के लिए. I should not use this word, but definitely medical negligence has really gone up from last 20 years. I can see there are 1 2% which has gone to 5% now, and it is going to go on increasing only. It's not going to go decreasing only.
We'll be watching your debate tomorrow regarding burnout. So, what do you do personally for unwinding after a busy day?
A light music. I am lucky to have a good house with a good view, so at least a little bit good family time, especially the wife and the child, daughters are there. We can discuss a little bit, but definitely the soothing effect. Roughly 5 to 6 is a good time for me to relax, again to recharge and rewind for the little bit of heavy OPD. But definitely a lot of things. And as I said, I'm lucky to have a good college and medical college and residents around which they motivate. So, so that's good. But definitely evening, half an hour a nap. After that, a good coffee or tea, whatever is comfortable, and just talking to the family members, especially the wife, it charges up.
So, if you get a role in a certain movie, which role would you like to play?
I want to be like not I don't want to be hero here. I want to like helping the common people. Maybe that Akshay Khanna's the movie was there on that flight. I don't remember the name. Jo domestic flight ke liye he did, and he did a lot of things. And so he wanted to do us for a common man because everybody has a big dreams. मैं millionaire banu hai banu, but for a common man, because I do a lot of trauma cases of the common person with yojnas, and for that implants and this to adjust, so you require more precision. And for that, if you can do for a common man movie, I think so. I love to like that role of Akshay Khanna as average person going up. That's the thing.
And so, 50 years down the line, what would you like to be remembered for?
Orthopedics trauma, good orthopedic surgeon, given an impart knowledge to the like younger generation, and also I also tell them like knowledge can be spread by the books, by papers, and also by the social media. So whatever you take in the good way, and like they should remember for me if they can know कि हाँ Sachin Kale was there, he did some copyrights, did a patent, and give a good education. Good, but I'll be very happy to that.
And so this is the 20th year of PTOC. So one word for PTOC 2026 and one word for Dr. Parag Sancheti, sir.
So PTOC, this is my second conference only, and really love the concept. And trauma is every time changing. So halls are full. 7:30 कौन आता है सवेरे? But I feel 7:30 everything. Like if you see the proximal tibia hall, which we were in the faculty, it was completely jam packed. And up till 8 o'clock it is jam packed. So the concepts are very nice. Small teaching, no didactic lectures, only case presentation, interactions. So that thing. Regarding Parag sir, definitely I was lucky to be more associated in last 6 months with him with the textbook of arthroscopy, and really a lot of interactions. He always motivates. He always help us to like write this book, and as you say, he given us the award also. So Parag sir is really innovator. A lot of things to learn from him. I was closely watching him at least 1 week with him, and so much things to learn that he does not to waste time and precision. Why the hell that man has to come at 12:30 at a night yesterday night and see all the halls with each and every perfection, and that's what the precision comes. So perfection, precision there. The conference is the whatever work, conference, whatever work is going to be a big hit.
And so speaking of books, we have some of the books written by you. So can you please show them to our public?
Yeah, yeah. There are few journals which I like to start. These both the journals were the idea of Parag sir and Ashok Sham. So this is a trauma international journal because a lot of trauma work is there and nobody publish it. So I will request any good trauma cases send it to us. And this journal, I think so it will be a big hit. I feel because Journal of Orthopedic Complex. Once you are able to tell your complications in a journal, or you are going to publish that, so it is good for your litigations point of view also, because at least you can say that this is known complication, so you have some literature for the you are defending advocate and vakil to fight for your case in case you have a case. And this was a today's book of proximal tibia. So nice book. These are the very good concepts, the beginner's guide concepts. These are very nice concepts which you can say where we completely cover all the approaches and classification. And again, I said the most important decision making. And really, again, I said Parag sir really has a
And
हाथ
so
रखा था मेरा मेरे
for
ऊपर. That is a
our
good thing.
podcast, I have a special request. Can you please unveil the book which
Yeah,
has
it is
been
good. Nice,
available?
nice done, man. Thank you. So it is like a great pleasure unwinding this book, and I can tell you that all the credit goes to Parag sir for this, for motivating us, and the whole team. This is not my own book; it is whole team, and this book really is worth it. It is the book of arthroscopy by the Indian authors, by Indian data. It is one of the first book I feel of the arthroscopy with having more than 66 chapters, and roughly tanme all the sections like introduction section, knee section, shoulder section, wrist, ankle, and all the section editors are wonderful, and they were quite helpful. And this, so I hope you will grab a copy of this from the JP.
Definitely, sir. This is pure gold, and we all look forward to reading this book and learning so many new things from it. So it was a pleasure having you here, sir. Thank you for your time, and thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, Tanmay. Thank you very much.